Explore new worlds and new ideas through programs like this. Made available for everyone through contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Be More. PBS.
My Music brings back the sound of the 60s.
Something tells me I'm meant to show me love. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Come on! Devil with the Lucas, 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 devil with the Lucas. Downtown.
60s pop, rock, and soul coming up next on KBTC.
Laugh until your sides hurt with Victor Borga. Victor Borga is the master funny man of the ages.
Darlings.
Join us for the new Victor Borga special, Comedy in Music.
Monday night at 6 on KBTC.
Happy 50th anniversary, KBTC. Here's the 5 decades of providing Western Washington with educational, inspirational, and entertaining television.
This is KBTC, public television for Western Washington. Explore your world.
Explore new worlds and new ideas through programs like this. Made available for everyone through contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Next, My Music in color. Ladies and gentlemen, Davy Jones.
Oh, I could hide beneath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. The shaman razor's cold and it stings.
best. My Music brings back the sound of the 60s.
Something tells me I'm meant to show and tell. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love?
Join your hosts, Davy Jones and Peter Noon, for this all-new PBS special. My Music starts right now. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pittsburgh's Benedum Center for the Performing Arts, here's Davy.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the last madman of rock and roll, Mr. Paul Revere and the Raiders.
When you wake up in the morning, the world still gives you time. Still, there's nothing that you ain't tried to fill the emptiness inside. When you come back down, girl, still ain't feeling right. Don't it seem that kicks just keep getting harder to find? They know your kicks ain't bringing you peace of mind. Before you find out it's too late, girl, you better get straight. Girl, you don't need kicks, you just need help, girl. Girl, you think you're gonna find yourself a little piece of paradise, but it ain't happened yet. So girl, you better think twice. Don't you see, no matter what you do, you'll never run away from you. If you keep on running, girl, you'll have to pay the price. Don't it seem that it just keep getting harder to find? You know you keep saying bringing you peace of mind. When you find out it's too late, girl, you better get straight. Girl, you don't need keys to help you face the world each day. That world goes nowhere. I'm gonna help you find yourself another way. Oh, you don't need kicks, girl. Oh, you just need help, girl. Girl, you better get straight. Don't it seem that we just keep getting harder? Oh, you don't need kicks, girl. Oh, you just need help, girl. Girl, you better get straight. Girl, you don't need kicks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Noon.
This velvet smooth vocal group sang some of the most sentimental harmonies of the 60s. From the Vogues, here are the guys from Turtle Creek.
to stand beside you. Turn around, look at me, and there's someone to love and guide you. Turn around, look at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jefferson Starship.
When the truth is found to be lies, and all the joy within you dies. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Won't you let somebody to love? You and I, somebody to love. just spoil.
Stay tuned for more. Right now, keep the 60s sound spinning with your pledge to the station.
Wow. White Rabbit, like you've never seen it before, and Someone to Love. We got the original Vogues together on PBS. How about that? Bill Burkett and you see Huey Guyer right there, the high tenor, the original lead singer, together, brought together because PBS opened a show with Paul Revere and the Raiders. Wait till you see what's ahead. Good evening, my name is TJ Lewinsky, inviting you to join us tonight as a member. It's one thing to watch this stuff on PBS. It's another thing to become a member. So please, pick up your phone right now, and when you do so, we have put together a 7 DVD set or 7 CDs of original recordings by the original artists, the 7 DVDs, the complete library, all the songs you love. We're going to tell you more about it. The most important thing for you to do right now is to pick up the phone and join us as a member. Check this out.
Make your PBS pledge at the $150 level, and we'll say thanks with the 7 DVD set of My Music, the 60s. This is the ultimate 7 DVD set, only available here on PBS. Or pledge at the $150 level, and you can choose the all-new, made-for-PBS 7 CD set of original hit recordings by the original artists.
I remember Sunday morning. Hey, baby, the plan I song, the one we used to hear when we used to get along. Baby, willpower, it's now or never. My bright girl.
This 7 CD set is your essential trip back to the 1960s pop and party rock era. Original hits from the original artists, together on 7 CDs.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? These eyes cry every night for you.
Pledge at the $250 level, and we'll send you both the 7 DVD set of rock, pop, and soul with hours and hours of your favorite 60s artists live in concert, and the 7 CD set of all original hit recordings from the 60s. Call now and make your pledge for more 60s music on PBS.
You better think about what you're trying to do to me.
Hi there, I'm Denise Richardson, Twist and Shout, Louie Louie. But I picked up one of these CDs, and the first song that hit me was, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, if you want to be happy, if you want to keep this public television station alive, you just got to pick up that phone, because this is important to all of us. We love this music, and we're keeping it alive. So, folks, it's your turn to vote for it. Pick up that phone and dial the number on your screen.
It is so important we hear from you right now. You want to be happy. I would not have picked that song for Denise to have gone to. Okay, pick up right now your phone. We've got an amazing collection for you. This is nothing that's been available before. We put this together just for this national PBS broadcast. When you call $150, you can choose a 7-DVD set with all the great hits from the 60s acts, over 70 songs altogether. And wow, this collection, over 120 songs, will come your way. The original recordings, now just so we're clear, the original versions of the great hits you're hearing tonight. Davy Jones, Daydream Believer, the original versions of Kicks, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Turn Around, Look at Me, Love That by the Vogues. Special Angel also is part of this package. 5 O'Clock World, we've actually got the version, if you're a fan of the Vogues out there, with the horns and the strings that was done. So that's really exciting about this. When you call right now, it's so important we hear from you. Thank you gifts are a great way for us to keep the legacy of the 60s alive, but it won't happen without your dollars and your support. Tonight, there's more 60s artists to preserve, more great performances to bring to you right in your living room because of what we have here, public television. Cannot do it without you. Please, hurry, pick up the phone, call right now.
Hi, I grew up in the 60s. I was in love with Davy Jones, as were all my girlfriends. I was going to marry him myself. Didn't work out, but I'm really glad to see that this music is back on PBS. Really glad. And if you support this kind of music, please call the number at the bottom of your screen and contribute.
You can't get this anywhere else. The music, the memories, the remembrances of what we did in my life is where PBS is. It takes me back, and I support PBS.
Join or renew your PBS membership, and we'll say thanks with either the 7-CD set or the 7-DVD set of rock, pop, and soul. All your favorite songs from Jefferson Starship, Peter Noon, Davy Jones, The Vogues, Gary Lewis and the Playboys, The Miracles, The Four Tops, The Rascals, Mitch Ryder, and more.
Woke up this morning, my head was so bad. The worst hangover that I ever had. It wasn't wine that I had too much of. It was a double shot of my favorite love. Oh, but if you feel like loving me, if you got the notion, I second that emotion. Listen, all you wanna do is ride around Saturday. The beat goes on. The beat goes on. You're the one that I long to kiss. Baby, you're the one that I really miss. You're the one that I'm dreaming of. Baby, you're the one that I love.
Original hits from the original artists, together on 7 CDs.
Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen?
I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's wonderful now that people are finally getting together.
I don't know just why she simply caught my eye.
This 7-CD set is your essential trip back to the 1960s pop and party rock era. Yours now.
Last couple of hours, I've been in company with some really interesting people that have made music, for many, 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 many years. And I think what's happening now is that, the general public and us as artists have an opportunity to capture and to be able to, view history. Because a lot of these artists that are on this particular program and on this CD and DVD are, very revered in the business. And, you know, people think that maybe, these days, where was I when that song was being played? And how was I feeling? And what has happened since? So most of us that performed, in the 60s and the 70s, sort of we have a moment in our lives when we hear a song and we remember.
So you see, Davy Jones, let's look at PBS in a broader way. Let's look at it as the archivist of our times, of our culture. If you want to reflect on where we've been and who we are, go to PBS. You can see it in nature, you can see it in American Masters, you can see it in great performances, and you can see it in this music. So that's the reason you need to pick up that phone and vote for a continuance and vote for this music now. Vote now with your hand on that phone. I'm so pleased to say my colleague Greg Sherwood is here, and none other than Paul Revere. Paul Revere and the Raiders! Yay!
People watching right now are probably like me. They grew up in the 60s. This is really the music of our coming of age. But you were not there as just a listener. You were a player. You were one of the heroes of so many tens of thousands of people of my generation. What's it like to reflect back on those days and all the extraordinary people you got to meet?
It's just the best, and I still do it after all these years. I started in the late 50s and went through the early 70s in the recording business, and then we've just been touring like crazy, and it's just really fun. What a great collection of music this is. It's the best.
Well, you know what? We only saw one song in this show, but you did a whole set, and that's the set that's going to be on the DVD that people get at that $150 level.
Yep. Did a whole bunch of hits. Everybody sounded great. I loved it. It was fun.
And you guys are kicking it up there on stage. You're still being able to move
maybe not quite
it.
as high, but still trying. Yeah.
Well, that is great. Paul Revere here. Let me tell you, if you, like me, came of age when this music was the soundtrack of our life, I want you to get on board as the newest member of this public station. Take a listen to this and make that call.
Join or renew your PBS membership, and we'll say thanks with either the 7 CD set or the 7 DVD set of rock, pop, and soul. Here are some bonus original hits you'll hear on the all-new My Music CD collection.
Dance to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music.
Here are some bonus tunes from the 60s DVD collection here on PBS. Yours now with your $150 pledge. Yours now with your $150 pledge. Welcome back to My Music on PBS. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger McGuinn.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come
Thank you. Thank you all so much.
When it comes to party rock of the 60s, no one can touch that all-time classic Louie Louie by the Kingsmen. Louie Louie, oh, I'm touching it. When it comes to sensual and romantic sounds, there's no way to top When a Man Loves a Woman in the soulful Percy Sledge.
If she and Betty can see
And now, it's my great pleasure to welcome fellow British performers and old friends, Chad and Jeremy, to My Music.
Swaying in the summer breeze, showing off their silver leaves as we walked by. Soft kisses on a summer's day, laughing all our cares away, just you and I. Sweet sleepy warmth of summer nights, gazing at the distant lights in the starry sky. They say that all good things must end someday. Autumn leaves must fall. But don't you know that it hurts me so to say goodbye to you? Wish you didn't have to go. No, 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 no. And when the rain beats against my window pane, I'll think of summer days again and dream of you. They say that all good things must end someday. Autumn leaves must fall. But don't you know that it hurts me so to say goodbye to you? Wish you didn't have to go. No, 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 no. And when the rain beats against my window pane, I'll think of summer days again and dream of you. And dream of you.
As a teenager, our next guest sang in a soul band and then formed a rock group called the Detroit Wheels. Here's Mitch Ryder.
Here's a song called Devil with the Blue Dress On.
There's more My Music on the way. Right now, help keep the musical fun and history of the 60s playing with your pledge. Don't wait. Jump up and call the number on the screen. Or join us online with your pledge at any amount.
If you have enjoyed yourselves this evening by watching me perform and watching my fellow performers, please consider contributing something to PBS, because that's how we got here and that's how you got to enjoy it.
Whoa, being part of that audience. There is nothing like the energy that public television brings you, and a concert put together like this made for PBS. This isn't part of a commercial broadcast. These aren't songs you're hearing on the radio. This is your culture, your history, the music of the 60s together. And when we think back in this segment, when a man loves a woman, truer words never spoken, Percy Sledge. When you think back to the Kingsmen and all the great frat rock sounds, where were you in college? Call us with a memory and with a pledge. Your pledge, your dollars, are what allow us to be here tonight, celebrating the best of 60s pop, rock, and soul. We've got a great collection to tell you about. You can choose 7 DVDs, all the great songs, plus so much more than we can bring you on this condensed version tonight, and 7 CDs of original hits by the original artists. Either one is $150. We need you right now to take that action. Go from being a viewer to being a member. Be involved. Allow us to preserve this history. Call right now.
Make your PBS pledge at the $150 level, and we'll say thanks with the 7 DVD set of My Music, the 60s.
For me, you were the one, but that was yesterday, and yesterday's gone.
Or pledge at the $150 level, and you can choose the all-new made-for-PBS 7 CD set of original hit recordings by the original artists.
Go! Sun, 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 sun. I live for the sun. Oh, no. Oh, I love you more today than yesterday. Hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Tell her no, 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 no. Each night before you go to bed, my baby.
This 7 CD set is your essential trip back to the 1960s pop and party rock era.
You make my heart sing. Do you love me? I can really prove. Do you love me? I'm in the groove. You know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout.
Pledge at the $250 level, and we'll send you both the 7 DVD set of rock, pop, and soul, and the 7 CD set of all original hit recordings from the 60s. Call now and make your pledge for more 60s music on PBS.
Percy Sledge, when a man loves a woman, any man that love a woman, support PBS and call the number on the screen. Support it, all right? All right.
The 60s is my music. I grew up in it. I love it. And if it's your music too, I encourage you. Go ahead and call in and support your PBS station. It's a great cause, money well spent. Too much to enjoy on that station to not support it.
We have made the promise for you that if you call, we will come back with more. This is our 3rd or 4th in the series of 60s specials. We've kind of done the early days of the 60s, the beginning sounds, kind of transitioning into that kind of the breakthrough bands, the Motown sound. We've done, of course, the great folk artists, folk performers. You saw a little bit of that with Chad and Jeremy. Now we're getting into the kind of that party rock stuff as well. Isn't that wonderful? We've got a toga party going on tonight on your public television station. This is music that makes you feel good, but it also connects with you in a very special way, and this is a very special collection. When you call right now, $150, these are the original recordings, and we put some gems on here that you don't normally hear. Now, this is custom made for PBS. You won't find this anywhere else. Things like the Sun Rays, which, of course, very, very close to that Beach Boys sound. We talk about the Beach Boys' Darling, great song by them. Also on here, I love the Tom Jones song, Chills and Fever. We had to put it on here, just a little gem just for you. It's all about preserving the emotion and the memories. We need your support. Pick up the phone, call.
The 60s was a time when I came of age, and the music tells the story perhaps better than the best documentary ever made of the era. But the best documentary ever made of the era was probably something you saw right here on public broadcasting. Where else will you find great classic rock and roll, great folk rock, musical theater? It is all right here on your public television station. And whether you are going back to your high school experience as I am, enjoying this program tonight, or you find yourself tuning in on a regular basis, we'll hope you'll get on board right now with the gift of support. There are so many great ways to say thank you. Take a look at this.
Pledge at the $150 level, and you can choose the all-new made-for-PBS 7-CD set of original hit recordings by the original artists.
It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while. Lazy day, just right for loving away.
It's a sign of the times that your love for me is getting so much stronger.
Original hits from the original artists, together on 7 CDs.
Jump up, get it. Devil with the blue dress, devil with the blue dress on. Ah, Jenny, 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 won't you come along with me? Jenny, Jenny, woo, Jenny, Jenny.
I'm going up the country, baby, don't you wanna go?
Won't come back from Damascus.
Goldfinger. Jimmy Mac, Jimmy, oh Jimmy Mac, when are you coming back? My arms are missing you. My lips feel the same way too. Keep falling in and out of love. In search for what I'm dreaming of.
This exclusive PBS package features the best of the British beat, Motown memories, psychedelic rock, pop, folk, and soul. Yours now by calling the number on your screen.
Sonny and Cher, the Mamas and the Papas. Oh my God, when I was in high school, I sang every song, every lyric. And my mother used to say to me, if you knew your homework as much as you knew these songs. But I want to tell you, to know that they're still around, it puts a big old smile on my face. And I'm sure you're just feeling the music sitting at home. And you're saying to yourself, I want to have this in my house. Oh, you can, you can. They're being preserved so that you and I can enjoy them forevermore. So be as happy as I am right now. And, you know, pick up that phone and make the call and vote to have this music come to you forevermore. Do that now.
Now, you hear us talking about all of these levels, $150, $250. Every pledge matters. Ask about our basic membership, whatever you can contribute. Here's something really great we put together. It's available to you as a member of the station. Joining us and becoming part of the moment and the memory and the history, $60, and we will send you a live CD soundtrack of the amazing show you're experiencing. Peter Noon's hits are live on here. The Miracles live on here. As you go down the list, 96 Tears, Question Mark and the Mysterians, Classical Gas, part of this collection. When you go right now, pledge any amount, $60 we're suggesting, a great way to do it and keep the music alive.
Here are some bonus tunes from the 60s DVD collection here on PBS. Yours now with your $150 pledge.
So think of good, look like
Make your pledge now, please, by calling the number or pledging online. Now.
The handsome, the blue-eyed Peter Noon is here. I'm so, yay!
It's nice to be here.
Okay, so I'm into something good. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Great little story there.
Well, Mrs. Brown, I'm into something good. My first song. I was 16. I went in the studio, made a record, and I think it's a pretty good record. I was in my first band when I was 13, which is pretty embarrassing, which was in 1961. When I'm on stage, I actually think I'm 17. I have to jump into this 17-year-old person. I have the energy of a 17-year-old boy, and the stories. Mrs. Brown, who got a lovely daughter, is a story about a young man talking to somebody's mum.
Well, the good thing is you're going to still be with us, and I have to throw this to TJ, and I don't want to because I love you so much.
Throw this at him as well.
I'll
It's one of the CDs.
Take it away, TJ.
Oh! Oh, that's okay. It's Henry VIII. Sorry. Listen, it's very, very important you call right now. And the thing I love about Peter Noon and his music is the connection is real. That's something you can't fake, is what you feel, the vibrations they're actually feeling through the television now, feeling the music again. And when I think of Peter, I think of the happy songs, the fun songs, but I also think of the teenage angst, if you will, and the emotion of growing up as a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, hearing these songs for the first time and really wanting to go up to Mrs. Brown's mother or whoever Mrs. Brown may be, to you, and say, I love your daughter, and you might have her hand, and can we go out and hold hands? And it's all part of the emotion, the experience, and the feeling that we're trying to share. More 60s on the way. Hurry. Call right now.
Welcome back to My Music. And now, The Ventures with the My Music Orchestra. Music presents The Miracles. love you.
And now it's time to knock on wood with the soulful sound of Eddie Floyd.
Put your hands together.
I Am, and Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter. Herman's Hermits won over American audiences, and here's Herman himself, Mr. Peter Noon.
Woke up this morning feeling fine, 'cause there's something special on my mind. Last night I met a new girl in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. Tells me I'm into something. She's the kind of girl who's not too shy, and I can tell I'm her kind of guy. 'Cause she dance close to me like I hope she would. She danced to me and I hope she would. Something tells me I'm into something good. Tells me I'm into something. I want to know when she ever lived. I knew you'd be just the one night stand. So I asked to see her next week, and she told me I could. I asked to see her, and she told me I could. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. Something tells me I'm into something good. Wouldn't have a willy or
kind of hush all over the world.
There's a kind of hush all over the world. Tonight, all over the world, you can hear the sounds of lovers in love. You know what I mean? Just the two of us and nobody else. Inside, there's nobody else, and I'm feeling good, just holding you tight. So listen very carefully, closer now, and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream. The only sound that you hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you. Forever and ever. La 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 la. Trumpet voices. La 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 So listen very carefully, closer now, and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream. The only sound that you hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you. Forever and ever. There's a kind of hush all over the world. Tonight, all over the world, people just like us are falling in love. Yeah, they're falling in love. We're falling in
Incredible performances like this are here because of past pledges to PBS. Help make more memories when you join or rejoin the station now. Call in and keep the memories alive.
It has been a lifelong dream to have the Ventures together with our My Music Orchestra and present to you Hawaii Five-0 and a tribute to, of course, Jack Lord and just the great memories that a song like that makes you feel good. And we're coming out of this segment of the show, Peter Noone, the electrifying feel of what his music does into something good. And, of course, Henry VIII, like you've never heard it before. There's a kind of hush all over the world. Preserving memories and moments, the Miracles, who continue on. When you see Bobby Rogers there, you see Claudette Robinson, and you realize they are part of the soundtrack of our life. Your dollars allow us to continue the effort here at PBS. We're asking you to pick up the phone right now, join us as a member, and when you do so, we've got some terrific ways to say thank you. Here's just an example. The most important thing is to call right now.
Make your PBS pledge at the $150 level, and we'll say thanks with the 7-DVD set of My Music, the 60s. You'll receive tonight's all-new PBS concert, 7 DVDs of solid rock, pop, and soul hits of the 60s.
And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this will be. Just my side, everything about it. Just be mine. Just my side.
Or pledge at the $150 level, and you can choose the all-new made-for-PBS 7-CD set of original hit recordings by the original artists.
And every night and every day, I'm gonna get you, look out, 'cause I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna make you love me. Yes, I will. It's the time of the season when love runs high. You were the sunshine, baby.
and make your pledge for more 60s music on PBS.
You know, you get any of these packages and you're going to be supporting the mission of public broadcasting, a station I know you tune to over and over again, and whether it's great music that takes you back to perhaps when you were just figuring out what the world was all about, and this music helped you understand the world you lived in, helped you understand the history, and now you can look back on it decades later and still be brought back to a time and a place that, you know, is really magical for all of us. You can thank public broadcasting for that, and it's very easy to do. Say thank you by getting one of the gifts we have on offer right now. Take a look at this and pick one that suits you.
Pledge at the $150 level, and you can choose the all-new made-for-PBS 7-CD set of original hit recordings by the original artists. This 7-CD set is your essential trip back to the 1960s pop and party rock era.
Nobody can do the thing like I do. Nobody can do the shake like I do. Nobody can do boogaloo like I do. Nobody but me.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner.
If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, have to make a first love up and all right. So for my personal point of view, get the girl to marry you. Don't you know that I danced till the 4:03 when they had that night with Daddy and G. But everybody was as happy as they could be, 'cause they was singing with my Daddy G.
Original hits from the original artists, together on 7 CDs. Call now and make your pledge for more 60s music on PBS.
It's just a matter of time before you make up your mind to give all that love that you've been hiding. Temptation eyes looking through my soul. Temptation eyes. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. Singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me.
Joy to the World tonight on your public television station, asking you to take one simple action, going from a viewer and watching this great show to supporting the cause of public broadcasting, allowing us to preserve these moments for history. I got to tell you, when I see the Ventures on stage, and we put them with our My Music Orchestra to give you that feeling of the original Hawaii Five-O, and of course Jack Lord in the early days of the 60s. They're not just one little example of an oh wow moment. Well, there's lots of oh wow moments for you. You can choose either the 7 DVD set, 7 DVDs, all the great hits by all the artists you're seeing tonight, or the original recordings we have on this great CD package. And this is custom made for you, the supporter of your public television station. Lots of great hits on here from the Smokey Robinson songbook. Of course, the Miracles to me are the ultimate group of all time. We've got lots of great hits. The original recordings with Ooh Baby Baby and of Second That Emotion. If you feel like loving me, if you got the notion, you second that emotion. You second the emotion of what's going on with PBS right now. Pick up your phone, join us. We're just about headed into the final segment of the program. A few short minutes to get you to act, to support what we're doing and keeping this great music alive. The treasures that are here with us. This isn't history. These are living treasures. And you can support it when you call right now. Please, go to the phone. Hurry. Call right now.
I know Herman's Hermits. I know Paul Revere and the Raiders. This is appealing to me because it was when I was a little bit younger and a little less wiser than I am today. Here on PBS, please support. We need your help.
Okay, you guys are so lucky in the States because you have PBS keeping 60s music alive, and if you like the 60s music, call the number on your screen and donate. Keep PBS going because it's keeping the 60s alive for you.
They say if you remember the 60s, you weren't there, man. But, you know, this show is bringing back some great memories. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
We hadn't worked together for, ages, 20 years something. And Chad called me up and said, they've asked us, and what do you think? And, well, it sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? So the crowd went mad, and we looked at each other and said, well, we've got to do more of this. And so in a funny kind of way, we're here because PBS started all this, started the revival, if you like.
Well, TJ is a phenomenal person, and it's just wonderful that he had such a phenomenal idea that he would want to bring back these classic artists to let people see them who perhaps had never ever seen them perform live.
Some of these acts you're not going to be able to see too many more times because they're retiring or they're just not going to work anymore.
We're old.
Well, or yeah, attrition. However, this really is a terrific record of all these acts you get to see, and it preserves the music of all these eras. It's really incredibly good.
We're really kind of honored to do this for PBS for the simple reason that I love PBS, and I think that all their programs are just great. And any contribution that we could give, like we did tonight, is very gratifying.
This is a great option for you to consider joining us as a member of the station, supporting the effort to keep the music of the 60s alive. This is the live soundtrack. We call it the original soundtrack Pop, Rock, and Soul. And it will come your way when you call right now. $60 is a great way to join us. You're thinking, well, $250 is a little much for me. Maybe $150 is a little much. I want to contribute. Anything you can give, that's up to you. You decide that. All pledges are welcome. We're suggesting $60 here for the live soundtrack, which, by the way, is included in the collection of hits when you call right now. $60, great way to support. How about the Vogues? Turn Around, Look at Me is part of this collection. My Special Angel, part of the collection. As you go down the list into Something Good with Peter Noone, Kind of a Hush, and there's an incredible live version of Henry VIII I Am. It's all part of this collection. $60 is a great way to say thank you, PBS, for bringing my music right into my home. Call right now, make your pledge of support.
So what do I have in common with these gentlemen? My colleague here, Greg Sherwood. Peter, we know songs.
We know all the songs.
We know all the songs.
And we know how to spell support.
Okay, if I say Hard Day's Night, make the connection for you.
A Beatles movie, and Phil Collins was in it on the station waving, and he got paid as an extra, and we were there waving, trying to pick up girls, and we didn't get paid.
No, stop. You were in the movie.
Yeah, that movie, Hard Day's Night.
How old were you?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I was probably about 12, I think. Now I'm trying to think 12.
How did you get into the movie?
No, because they were on a station and everybody showed up.
Okay.
We didn't know that some people got paid to show up. It was just time. Everybody, I used to run into the Beatles all the time at TV studios.
Oh, my goodness.
And they always made fun of me. And one time we were on a show at Wembley with 100,000 people in the audience, and they announced Herman's Hermits, and they're playing the opening song, and John Lennon says to me, "Isn't this one of your songs?" And I ran out on stage.
Now, I think we should ask TJ's that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm just thinking, when I hear what's going on over there, I'm thinking Peter Herman Moon. It's an Ed Sullivan story we'll tell you about later. All right, we're real short on time. 7 DVDs. You can have all of Peter's hits, as well as all the great hits from Davy Jones and Paul Revere and the Raiders. And as the list goes down, when you call, this is 7 DVDs. So many, I can hardly hold them up here. 7 DVDs. We're talking about the best from the Vogues, reunited again, all their 5 hits, especially Magic Town. I love that. You're the One, Special Angel, Turn Around, Look at Me. Incredible stuff. The Miracles, and you see Claudette Robinson right there and Bobby Rogers. Incredible moments for history. We've got the Ventures. We've got Gary Lewis and the Playboys coming up. We've got just so many wonderful songs. The music of the 60s, the ultimate collection, the 60s pop experience, and some rock and roll and some soul all together when you call. It is time for us to get into the final segment of the program right now. Please keep calling, and when you do, we promise to bring you more 60s music, but you got to call right now.
Please support PBS so that we can continue with this wonderful music into our geriatric age.
I'm just really happy that PBS is doing music from the 60s so my baby can know all about it and pass it on to the next generation. We love PBS.
Make your PBS pledge at the $150 level, and we'll say thanks with the 7 DVD set of My Music, the 60s. This is the ultimate 60s rock, pop, and soul 7 DVD set. Only available here on PBS. Or pledge at the $150 level, and you can choose the all-new made-for-PBS 7 CD set of original hit recordings by the original artists.
The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. Crystal blue persuasion.
This 7 CD set is your essential trip back to the 1960s pop and party rock era. Original hits from the original artists, together on 7 CDs.
Don't you want somebody to love? Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. Oh, my baby just wrote me a letter. She said some compliments the color of time.
Pledge at the $250 level, and we'll send you both the 7 DVD set of rock, pop, and soul with hours and hours of your favorite 60s artists live in concert, and the 7 CD set of all original hit recordings from the 60s.
Welcome back to My Music. Once again, Peter Noon.
Here is one of the greatest garage rock songs of all time. A #1 hit from 1966. 96 Tears by Question Mark and the Mysterians.
Carry on. You're way out of town now. Since you left me, you're always laughing. Way down at me. But watch out now. I'm gonna get there. We'll be together. For just a little while, and then I'm gonna put you way down here, and you'll start crying. 96 tears. Cry. Cry. And when the sun comes up, I'll be on top. You'll be right down there, looking up, and I might wave. Come up here, and I don't see you waving at me. Way down here, wondering how I'm gonna get you. But I know now, I'll just cry, cry. I'll just cry. Too many teardrops for one heart. Too you cry. Too many teardrops for one heart. To carry on. You're gonna cry 96 tears. You're gonna cry 96 tears. You're gonna cry. Cry, cry, cry now. You're gonna cry. Cry, cry, cry. 96 tears. Come on, let me hear you cry now. 96 tears. Woo! I'm gonna hear you cry. 96 tears. Yeah. One last time. 96 tears. Cry, cry, cry. Come on, baby. Let me hear you cry now. All night long. 96 tears. Yeah. Come on now. 96 tears.
With his group, the Playboys, he gave us some great 60s pop like This Diamond Ring. Here's Gary Lewis.
My Music remembers the Philly sound with Eddie Holman.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. So good to be back with you again. Thank you.
Hey there,
is a #1 smash from 1969. Nana Hey Hey Kiss Him Goodbye from Steam.
It's almost time for PBS to say goodbye. This is your last opportunity during the show to support the music. Call now.
Wow, this is it. Time is running out. If you've been waiting, this is the last pledge break. This is your last opportunity during the show to experience the magic of this live. And, you know, I think of the seconds that are counting down. You realize how precious time is, how short time is. And right now, we need you during this last pledge break to pick up the phone, join us as a member. You see the number on the screen. This is a national broadcast celebrating the very best of the 60s tonight. And you saw just in moments like that. Have you ever seen a collection of 60s pop, rock, and soul artists like this? This has been made for PBS because of past calls of support. Every time we've done a show, whether it was for the folk years or the British years or the rock and roll years or the early pop years, all those past calls of support have made it possible for us to be here tonight and for you to experience the magic of this tonight. And isn't it wonderful to be able to take this, share it, own it, experience it, and the afterglow, if you will, is the DVD set or the CD set. So don't wait. This is your last opportunity. Mason Williams is coming up. Stay with us for that. More great bonus footage to tell you about, and Paul Revere here we're going to talk to. Right now, last opportunity. The urgency is on. Pick up the phone. Hurry. Call right now. Thank you.
Make your PBS pledge at the $150 level, and we'll say thanks with the 7 DVD set of My Music, the 60s. Or pledge at the $150 level, and you can choose the all-new made-for-PBS 7-CD set of original hit recordings by the original artists.
Someday we'll never be the same. Crystal blue persuasion. It's a new vibration.
These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
This 7-CD set is your essential trip back to the 1960s pop and party rock era. Original hits from the original artists, together on 7 CDs.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small.
You wander around on your own little cloud when you don't see the why or the wherefore.
Pledge at the $250 level, and we'll send you both the 7-DVD set of rock, pop, and soul with hours and hours of your favorite 60s artists live in concert, and the 7-CD set of all original hit recordings from the 60s.
Okay, so this is 70 songs on this 7-DVD set. Really a chronicle of the 60s on the DVD set. Now you can choose $150. You choose either the 7 CDs or the 7 DVDs. You choose, and we're talking about 120 songs of the 60s. Now the CD set is the original recordings plus the soundtrack that we're throwing in as well. When you join us as a member tonight to support the 60s on your public television station, I want to read a couple of these songs real quickly for you. Spanky and our gang love all her stuff. That's why you see, we like to get to know you. Sunday will never be the same. Lazy Day, they're all on here. Kicks is on here. I love that. Original recording, Paul Revere and the Raiders. Great sounds from Motown. You got the Trogs with the British beat. You've got just, and this is one CD I'm reading off of. How about the great sound of Chad and Jeremy together because of public television? Got their original recordings on here. The Zombies, love them so much. Tell Her No, time of the season. Right now, it's the time for you to pick up the phone and join us. Do not wait. Call right now. Hurry. Last break. Hurry.
I'm taking a walk down memory lane right now, back in the 60s. Greg, Paul.
Man, that was fun filming this and recording this, and then all the original hits are right on the CDs.
And there's tons of them.
Tons of them.
Yeah.
Hello. So, this is the best.
In one sentence, tell folks what they need to do right now.
Pick up the phone and sell your car or something. Raise some money. We need money.
Thank you, Paul Revere. Hey, and if you get a lot of your kicks here at PBS, this is your opportunity to help us out. Take a look at all these musical magic memories that are going to come your way. Look at this.
Join or renew your PBS membership, and we'll say thanks with either the 7-CD set or the 7-DVD set of rock, pop, and soul. All your favorite songs from Jefferson Starship, Peter Noon, Davy Jones, The Vogues, Gary Lewis and the Playboys, The Miracles, The Four Tops, The Rascals, Mitch Ryder, and more.
The road is long. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. It's the same old song. Listen, all you wanna do is ride around Saturday. Ride Saturday. The beat goes on. The beat goes on. You're the one that I long to kiss. Baby, you're the one that I really miss. You're the one that I'm dreaming of. Baby, you're the one that I love.
Original hits from the original artists, together on 7 CDs.
I'm in with the in crowd. I go where the in crowd goes. Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. People try to put us to down. just because we get around. Talking about my generation.
This 7-CD set is your essential trip back to the 1960s pop and party rock era. Yours now.
Got to do the Four Tops move right there. Shake Me, Wake Me, one of those rare tunes by the Tops. Was a big hit. Just don't hear it anymore. You're not hearing these songs on the radio anymore. You're not finding this music anywhere except for on public broadcasting, and it's your dollars during this last few minutes that allows us to keep this heritage going. You choose $150. We've got the DVD, but I love this CD set, and I want to tell you just for a few seconds about some of the songs that are on here and why we've selected them. $150 when you call right now. I mean, I go down this list of things, and all the great party sounds like Shout, Twist and Shout by the Isley Brothers on the same collection. Great tunes like These Eyes. How about This Girl Is a Woman Now? Now, that's a very lilting kind of special song by Gary Puckett. It's on here. Lady Willpower as well. 60s pop sounds. And, of course, Grazing in the Grass is a gas, baby. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I can dig it, dig it, dig it. We can all dig it together. When you call right now, 120 songs, memories. Think of all the memories you've associated with the 60s that are here tonight on public television. Please allow us to do more of this. We're ready to do more for your music, your generation. I love that The Who is on here. The Who gave us special permission to include their song, My Generation, because they believe in my music and what's happening here on public television. If you believe, take this last few couple minutes and call right now. Here's some more thank you gifts. Last break. Urgency is on. Time is running out. Please, we need to hear from you.
Join or renew your PBS membership, and we'll say thanks with either the 7-CD set or the 7-DVD set of rock, pop, and soul. Here are some bonus original hits you'll hear on the all-new My Music CD collection.
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Goldfinger, he's the man.
Hey, we are getting down to the wire. It is time for you to put a little love in your heart and give us that call and that gift of support because we're running out of time.
And that's the worst part of it. We're running out of time. Take this trip down memory lane with us. Pick up that phone, make a contribution, and have this in your archives for you and your kids. And let's go back to TJ, who's going to take it down the road for us.
Go for it, TJ.
Go for it.
She could dig it. You see her grooving? She could dig it. I could dig it. We could all dig it. The sound of the 60s together again. That's a great song. Friends of Distinction. Absolutely great song. You don't hear that too often. But we've got it on the collection for you. Now, I want to tell you about the DVDs. We've been talking a lot about the music down to the last couple minutes. This is your final opportunity to pick up the phone and allow us, your contribution, your pledge, your support allows us to keep bringing you this music. Everyone else has said, forget it. You're over 50. You're over 60. Doesn't matter. We're not going to play your music. You haven't reached the demographic that's desirable for us. Well, guess what? None of that matters. Your history, your passion, your love for the music, that's what we get judged by, but it happens through your fuel, your dollars, your support. Make that connection with us right now. Okay, 7 DVDs. Let's tell you one last time what you will get in this last membership opportunity. $150 you call, we're going to send you Peter Noon doing all his great hits. This is really something good. Absolutely. Wonderful World. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Silhouettes, Can You Hear My Heartbeat? Listen, People, Kind of a Hush. Henry VIII, just an incredible electrified version of that from Peter. That's here. How about the Ultimate Party Song with the Kingsmen? And Louie Louie is on here. And, of course, Jolly Great Giant. That's a great little hit from them. You don't remember, but it's here. Take Time to Know Her, When a Man Loves a Woman. Mr. Percy. Mercy, Mr. Percy. $150. That's one of the DVDs. Also on this collection, Davy Jones. How about A Little Bit Me, A Little Bit You? Valerie, the great song Girl, which is one of his classic all-time hits. Of course, Daydream Believer. Kicks, Hungry, Good Things, Just Like Me. Indian Reservation, which is another terrific, important song that we remember with the Raiders. That's on the collection as well. So each one of these things is a special DVD. Vogues, we put the Vogues together for the first time in years with Billy Burkett and Hugh Geyer, the original lead singer, and of course the high tenor there, to sing 5 O'Clock World, You're the One, Magic Town, Special Angel, Turn Around, Look at Me, The Gypsy Cried from Luke Christie, Two Faces of I, Rhapsody in the Rain, I'm Gonna Make You Mine. That's also Luke Christie. That's kind of a Pittsburgh DVD, if you will. And as you go down the list, The Mighty Miracles and their version, Claudette Robinson, Bobby Rogers, the original Miracles right there doing Shop Around, Second That Emotion, Tracks of My Tears, Tears of a Clown, Going to a Go-Go, Lumdy Lumdy Lie, Little Mickey's Monkey Time, Ooh Baby Baby, all those great hits, Tears of a Clown, they are here as well. When you call right now, last chance for that. That's one of the DVDs going through the list here. How about Gary Lewis and the Playboys? So many other great hits that you didn't see in the broadcast, but you will get on the collection. Save Your Heart for Me, Just My Style, Everybody Loves a Clown, Count Me In, Green Grass, another great little tune, The Green Grass on My... You've got that as well. When you call right now, support the station. Question Mark and the Mysterians, finally unveiled. Question Mark, here on PBS. Don't wait. Call right now. Some classical gas on the way. Please make your pledge. Keep the gas going here at the station.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to support your local PBS station because this is the only place that the whole broad spectrum of music is really presented. Not just now, but the past and probably the future as well. So stay tuned.
Here are some bonus tunes from the 60s DVD collection here on PBS. Yours now with your $150 pledge.
If only you believe like I believe, baby, like I believe, we get by. Oh, yeah. 'Cause giving yourself, I'm gonna deserve. You gotta burn so bad, like a line up pretend to be blessed. Ooh, yeah, this society's known to me.
Yours now with your $150 pledge. Thanks for supporting my music on PBS. Ladies and gentlemen, Mason Williams.